didn't do nothing wrong, man. Yeah, you did. You don't listen to what you're told to do.
I've done nothing wrong.
De-escalate.
His name is Stephen Howard. He lost here in his name.
This is Michelle.
What if I put the gun away?
Come here.
Chill out, eh?
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is First Amendment Shenanigans. Today, we're in Tacoma, Washington, checking in on Inland Auditing Media, where he's in a restricted parking lot, but because the sign says restricted car access, he thinks, well, I'm not a vehicle, so I can just wander around freely, and no one can tell me otherwise. There's no signs because I'm not a car. I know, it sounds stupid, because it is. Well, eventually the police are going to get called and they're going to try to teach this guy a lesson. But as we all know, First Amendment auditors cannot learn. They cannot understand actual law. They just know YouTube law. But we're here to call it out, and hopefully you get a nice laugh out of his stupidity. Let the shenanigans begin.
Hey everyone, I am free. It is October 17th, 2025. I'm in the city of Tacoma here in Pierce County in the Communist Empire of Washington State, heading on over to the Tacoma Dome as someone was visiting, gathering photo and video, and were told they could not be in public areas with no signage restricting access to that public property. So I'm going to see if the city of Tacoma is in fact trespassing people lawfully present on public property or not.
You really have nothing better to do you?
Oh, we're back to the sign thing. I don't know about you guys, but I don't need a sign to tell me not to do things. Like, I don't need a sign to tell me not to eat the weird mushrooms growing in my yard. I don't need a sign that tells me it's wrong to take my video camera and film through people's windows. I don't need a sign for that. I don't know how I've made it this long in this life without signs telling me exactly what to do. But in the Frauditor world, if there's no sign, I obviously can do it, which makes absolutely no sense. Now, obviously, this looks like the public works area, which obviously they don't want the public walking through because there's a lot of dangerous equipment here, trucks coming in and out. And this piece of shit would be the first one to sue the city if he stubbed his toe.
No, I'm good. Oh, I do have business.
What is your business, sir?
Can't really get into that right now, but...
You disgust me. How can you live with yourself? You sit on a throne of lies.
Okay, if you can't get into that business right now, you need to leave our property.
What makes you think that?
You're on private property. You can't be here. You don't have any business being along in here.
Private property?
So the moron can't figure out online FOIAs, but he certainly can look up the property record card, tax information for this public building. Yes, it is public, but that doesn't mean that every square inch of that public property is open to the public. You can have traditional public areas like parks, sidewalks. Go film all you want there. But certain public properties, such as government buildings, certain environmentally sensitive areas, have limited access. They're closed off for public reasons, public safety reasons, security, protective sensitive resources. This area is filled with men working. They don't have time to dodge the First Amendment frauditor as they're driving their forklift or their backloader around this big parking lot. Don't tell me that this First Amendment auditor, if tripped by some piece of equipment, wouldn't be running down to the first shyster lawyer that they can find to file some frivolous lawsuit against the city.
Yes, sir. This is private property.
Oh my gosh, it happened, didn't it? Elon Musk finally bought the Tacoma Dome. I can't believe that!
Hello? That's not funny!
No, sir.
He bought Twitter, and then all of a sudden he bought the Tacoma Dome and privatized it.
No, sir. This is private city property. He can't be here.
Private city property?
Yes, sir.
Oh, whoa, hold on. You're like breaking massive news. He bought the city of Tacoma? That's an enormous amount of money. I didn't even think someone like Elon Musk would have enough money
Sir,
to do
I need
that.
to leave the property.
Yeah, my point is it's public.
No, it's
There's
not, sir.
no signs.
This is a private property. You can't be
Sir,
here. You need to leave.
There's no signs that say restricted access, no unauthorized personnel, no trespassing.
I'm standing here right now saying you need to leave the property.
Okay.
Thank you!
Yes, finally. I want to send this guy a gift card. Frauditor, you've been instructed by authorized personnel that this is not public property and you need to leave. Ball's in your court, moron.
Can you also put up signs that revoke the 15th Amendment? And when do you do that?
And sir, I need you to leave the property.
Yeah, no, it's my property. I own it.
No, you don't.
I do.
I'm gonna have to call the police then.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, and if you notice too, on the gate, nothing. Just says,
What was on the sign, Frauditor? You walked over there, you were about to show us. I could see it says stop. What's that square sign say? Why don't you want us to see it, Frauditor? Now, your subscribers may be too stupid to realize that weird edit you just put in your video, but me, I think it says restricted access on this sign. How about you at home? So I was wrong before when I said this looks like the public works area. No, this is something called the Tacoma Dome. I've never heard of it before. It looks like a huge stadium right in the middle of Tacoma, which is really cool. Now, since I'm not a completely useless frauditor, I use my Google Maps and I tried to figure out where he is on this property, but because, you know, Google Maps is limited, I can't figure out what gate he's at. But we all know at home that wherever he is, he shouldn't be there. And the second someone tells him, hey, you need to leave this area, he should have left.
how are you all doing today?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Well, not too shabby. I can't complain. Just trying to get some business done.
That is so lame.
Perfect. So there's no problem with what you're doing. It's just they're asking you not be within the secure area of their employee-only parking lot. So you can do whatever you're doing just outside the gate is all they're requesting.
Sure. First of all, I appreciate the great attitude, professionalism. Thank you. Just if I could pick your brain for a moment.
Sure.
What is leading them to believe that this is an unrestricted, or I'm sorry, a restricted area?
They're saying that this is an employee-only parking lot.
Yeah.
So it's employees only.
Gotcha. Yeah, employee-only parking lot. There is zero signage.
Oh, gee.
Once again, all of us here in adult world don't need a sign to tell us not to do things. I'm sure in your mom's bathroom she has a big sign that says sit down when you pee. Maybe that works for you, maybe you need that type of guidance, but the rest of the world does not. So stop with the stupid sign bullshit and just leave before you embarrass yourself even more.
For that, there's nothing that says employee parking only. Also, just a fun fact in case you were wanting to know, I am not an Autobot or a Decepticon, so not being a car, kind of exempting myself from the whole can't be here because I'm not a car. But I checked all the fences. I mean, you know, when I came in and whatnot, because actually I kind of looped around from the other side and got in here. There's no signs that say no trespassing only, authorized personnel only, danger, Black Hawk helicopters will come to retrieve you. No signage like that, nothing at all. So it's just basically one of those situations where I don't know why they would say something that's just unfactual.
Now for this picture, I apologize. It's not I am free. This is Bay Area transparency, but you get the idea. They don't need a sign to tell you to keep people like you away from these areas. You have no business there. They don't need signs. The second they tell you, an authorized personnel person tells you, you need to leave this area, you have to. And since you didn't, now the police are here and now you're going to be trespassed.
Okay, well, they've just informed us that this is an employee area and want to relay that message to you and just asking you to leave the area.
Yeah. So am I being trespassed?
Right now, they just want you off or out of the employee area, and then that's it.
Well, I'm actually waiting to complete my business. That's what else is awkward. Now, if you guys want to complete it for the city of Tacoma on their behalf, you're a city employee. Happy to have you complete that.
Would you? I'm sorry. So, what would you like done here?
Well, I got some photos and whatnot, and I've been waiting for about, I guess, 30 minutes or so to complete my public records request.
Well, wishing one hand shit the other one, see which one fills up first.
But as for now, they would just like you out of this area, and you can do anything from just outside the fence.
Gotcha. Is it a request?
Yes. Right now, they want you off.
Yeah, if it's just a request and not a lawful order, I'm going to politely decline the request. Now, if they're going to say we want to trespass, you know, I'll take a trespass warning at that point, and under threat of arrest, I'll leave. I mean,
You have no
There you go, Frauditor. So not only are you worthless, you're also a gutless little turd, because you know if you stay there longer, you will be arrested. You know what you're doing is wrong. The second they say the magic T word or the magic A word, arrest, you're going to be out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, if they tell me I'm going to be issued a trespass warrant, I'm out of here.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like my partner there is just confirming with them. Sure. And
fair enough. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So they would like him trespassed if you won't leave.
Okay. Gotcha. So if I don't leave, I'll be placed under arrest.
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay. So that's just an oral trespass warning.
I mean, if you want to leave, we can issue a full form if you want, stuff like that. We would need your information, everything, your name, date of birth.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So if you don't want to provide that, just go ahead and leave the property.
Okay, but if I don't leave, I will be under arrest.
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, you guys have a good day. And so they're going to refuse the public records request, and you guys are not going to take it on behalf of the city of Tacoma?
You just have to submit it formally through the city. You can get that for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, well, look, I don't want to hang around here and get arrested, but... Coward! I submitted the records request, so the city's got 5 days for that. It's for all policies regarding security and access to this location, sent to anonymous citizen wa@protonmail.com. Section 520 gives you 5 days to do it. Have a good day. All right, so the city of Tacoma unlawfully trespassed me from a lawfully accessible area here. So fortunately, we're going to have to take this up with the city now for trespassing me for making a public records request.
Bye, bitch.
All right, I'm done with this loser. Obviously, that public records request was not filed properly, and he's never going to hear anything about it. He wasn't trespassed unlawfully. He had no business being where he was. This is a public building, but you can be removed from any part of this building. If you're not following the rules, they can remove you. They can have you trespassed. I don't understand how many times I have to show these losers, these pathetic creatures being tossed out of public areas to prove this very basic understanding of how public property works. You can do what you want within reason, but the second someone who works in these buildings or in these lots, whatever, tells you you need to leave, you have to pack up the circus and call mom to have her pick you up. And that's it. The second you stay, you are now breaking the law. Oh, it's so satisfying seeing these losers take their walk of shame because, you know, their bus hasn't arrived yet. But obviously, he's going down to the police station to file all his complaints and everything, but I'm not going to subject you to that. It's all the same BS. If you want to watch it, by all means. But I value your time way too much to waste it on this loser. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 4,000 subs because of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye, Stephen Kelly.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
Oh.